This is your boy Super, and I'm playing 2064 Read-Only Memories. We just finished the prologue, and we're continuing at Chapter 1. We've actually got to head to meet Tomcat at the Stardust Club.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside, and some answers.
Alright, why do I gotta walk in myself? I can't do anything else. Talk to the bouncer.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. These planters are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release CO2 while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. You tap on the glass. The plant doesn't seem to notice. You take a look inside the club. It's busy enough to feel like the place to be, but not so busy that you can't move. It's open. The sign is on 24/7. Maybe someday when you have your own nightclub, you can get your own open sign to switch on and off. But until then, this just isn't yours. This almost looks meticulously handcrafted until you notice it's the exact same as the one on the front door. Don't take that down. It's the holidays. Holiday jingles start playing as you approach. A 2062 Z's CR4 coupe, perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. You push the car. An ad for the latest ZS coupe starts playing as you approach the vehicle. Come to our Neo San Francisco ZS dealer. If Wazaki Pete can't save you credits on your next ride, then you'll get a free ticket to an upcoming Neo SF 49ers game. Alright. You tell the car to stay parked. It doesn't recognize your voice, so it doesn't respond. Different means same outcome. Still a victory for you. Let's talk to the wreath. No, we can't talk to the wreath. Open sign. Plant. Talk to the plant. Either the plant doesn't hear you, or it's choosing to ignore your attempts to talk to it. Alright, let's head in. Look at the door. The door to Stardust is inviting. It looks packed. Wait, those partying silhouettes are just painted on the windows. Let's head on inside.
Hold up there. Got ID?
I sure do. Bouncer ID.
Alright. Looks good to me.
On the door, enter.
Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
I have not. This is my first time, but I don't think it will be my last.
The atmosphere is certainly exciting. I'm particularly impressed by some of the more subtle effects the music and lights are having on your autonomic nervous system. Try not to let yourself
What's that
get too
supposed to mean?
entranced, at least not until we've achieved our goal. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Let's check the bar since we're here.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
A gruff-looking man holds down the bar. He seems friendly enough given his size. Reaching over the bar like that comes off pretty threatening.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
I'd like a drink, please.
What are you having?
The groggy nod.
So many drinks these days.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Eggnog with a lot of bits of brandy inside.
Hold it! It would be remiss of me not to mention that your preferred diet does not resolve with those ingredients. I must advise against the order.
Okay, maybe I'll get something
Like
else. A Garibaldi.
So many drinks.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Blue Caracal, clear rum, and whipped cream flavored vodka with a touch of grenadine.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Ah, all right.
Oops.
Now, what is it you need to know?
Could you tell me more? We're looking for Hayden Weber. Do you know him?
Hayden, scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax.
That's
Pretty
right.
sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him.
I'm eating a tomcat. Do you know where they are?
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Well, thanks for the drink.
Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
Well, let's try that again.
What are you having?
Wow, that's a lot of options. A Zazarak.
So many drinks.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Rye whiskey, absinthe, and bitters. Served neat after being stirred over ice.
Hold it! It would be remiss of me not to mention that your preferred diet does not resolve with those ingredients. I must advise against...
Okay, maybe I'll get something
what?
else. The Antarctic Harvest.
So many
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Wow, that's too many stuff for me to read. Forget that.
Hold it! It would be remiss of... I must advise...
Okay, maybe something
what?
else then. A wolf bite shot.
So many drinks.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
1 part absinthe, 1 part melon liqueur, 1 part lemon lime soda, 1 part pineapple juice, and a drizzle of grenadine.
Hold it! It would be remiss of me. I must
Okay, maybe I'll get
Like
something
what?
else then. A blue fairy.
So many drinks.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
4 aldehyde and 1 flanner guide with optional carmitrin, all aged and mixed.
Hold
Dang.
It would be remiss of me not. I must advise.
Okay, maybe I'll get something
what?
else then. A rusty nail.
So many drink.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Drambuie and a top shelf scotch called Biker Bar on the rocks.
Hold it!
Dang it.
It would be remiss of. I must advise against.
Like what?
The Blue Boy.
So many drinks these days.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
2/3 a part of spiced black rum, 2/3 a part blue caracal, 6 parts champagne, plus 1 lime zest.
Hold it! It would be remiss of. I
Okay.
must advise.
Yeah, well, I still want it.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up. Now, what is it you need to know?
Could you tell me more about yourself?
Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid. I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that. So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, don't places like this come on. What did you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work. Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. I wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was.
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing. But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha! After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. We got some regulars around, they started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick. Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck! Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
Scrap Brain poster. A new single by Zazen, sponsored by Arena Box. Scrap Brain, a new single. Okay. A poster for the band Zazen, one of the more popular live acts here in the city. There's a free song preview attached to the poster. Don't listen too long though. Posters like this charge your lips pay account automatically if you listen past 30 seconds. Totally not crooked. It's a poster ad for the new art exhibit at New Drive in the Fillmore district. You cover the face with your hand, but when you pull away, it's still there. Comparing your picture to the face on the poster? Hey, you actually win this one. Arcade poster. A flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Now you have somewhere fun to explore after adventuring. You touch the poster and an ad plays for Zone 3. Come down to Japantown and experience all your favorite retro classics only at Zone 3. Grand opening on Christmas Day. It's a shot of whiskey, it's not yours. Don't drink drinks that aren't yours. Listening to a glass of whiskey isn't very fun. Red World, an abstract indie flick premiering at the Castro Theater. Careful, it's kind of cute there. The film trailer starts to play, but it's designed more like a commercial advertisement. Too consumerist. It's a chair. It's not even a spinny chair. It only looks like one. There isn't much to listen to, just a lot of ass. Now let's head to the dance floor. A woman stands at a drink table, quietly people watching. You got a death wish, your boy Soup?
Yes, can I help you?
Are you Tomcat?
Huh? Tomcat? Oh, wait, I get it. You headed right up to the chick with the ears, because of course she'd be the one with the cat name. Unfreaking believable. Find them yourself, jerk.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have assumed.
You guess? Look, I'm cruising for cuties right now, and cat jokes are the biggest turnoff. I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere. And one more thing. Don't expect others to be so kind, or even me most times. You want to talk about the hybrid thing? Cool. No one's trying to hide it, and you won't have an easy time avoiding it at this club. But jokes, puns, and worse, assumptions? That will get you blacklisted fast. We don't all have the energy to handhold genotypical people who can't spare 10 seconds to pull out their ROM and look things up. If you try to pet me, your arm is coming off. We clear?
Sorry, did you say Geno?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Understood. Let Tomcat know. We're looking if you see him.
Yeah,
them.
alright, whatever.
What a bitch.
Hey there. I heard you were looking for me.
No way. Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, though. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
No.
So, to what do I owe the play?
Oops. A friend of ours, Hayden, has gone missing. We found a note saying he was going to meet you.
Hayden's missing. Well, it's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else
Why was that woman giving me such a hard time?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess now. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. 'Cause, well,
Because she's a hybrid?
that ain't the most delicate way of putting it, but it makes things tough. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. She does owe me a favor, or three, but I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Well, so, Tomcat, tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Why hack into Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down.
Okay. It's weird how everybody stopped dancing. If they ever were dancing, I don't really
Still,
remember.
this ain't a bad town for us.
Oops. So which was it? Kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. Oh, am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
How do you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
What was Hayden working on?
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
My computer runs on Lips OS. I didn't know ROMs did too.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Can you explain it like I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs, within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Do you know why he may have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, whew, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Oops. Okay, so how do we find Hayden?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, huh? But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I have the data cache.
Good luck. Turing, you keep out of trouble.
Oops, wrong button. Look at the table. These fancy tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the mesh. You don't have anything good to put on it or under it. The drink menu is constantly being read out. Rad dancer. They're really into dancing right now. Brad Dancer, hey, what's up? Having a good time? Yeah! Alright. That's a sweet pair of headphones. Dancers on the floor. The party never stops at Stardust, open 24 hours a day. You work your way into the crowd and show off some of your best moves for a while. That was fun. The obnoxious beat is even louder and more obnoxious now. They look really hyped. Hyped dancer. Alright, let's dance in. Don't need those dancing.
We probably shouldn't bother them and
You got the Mega Phobiter. It's an arcade cabinet, Mega Phobiter. Only the most ghost shooting is ghoul blasting is fun you'll have on this side of the bay. Scan your ID to play Mega Phobiter. Awesome. Begin. Nice little arcade game going on. It got me. Out of bullets. Alright. I got the high score. Mega Phobiter score
Hooray, you
26700.
those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
Let's see what the headphones do. Not a good idea. The headphones radiation could screw with the logic board inside the cabinet, and if that happens, the unexplainable will transpire. Arcade punk. This punk doesn't look too into what they're playing. Hands off the joystick, Buzza. Aye, have you checked out Mega Phobiter? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Aye, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? No, I don't know. Ah, you don't have to pay to play these. This is the barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor, and video games makes you important somehow. Alright, so that's about it here. Gotta head back to the crib. Except I don't know where the door is at. Or how to get out of here. Leave, okay, right there, leave. You had to leave your drink behind. Dang. I probably could have gave it to someone. Unlocked a secret or something. Hayden's apt.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
Oh no!
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
That's my friend's
I'm
place.
sorry,
Is everything
citizen,
okay?
But I cannot give comment on any current... If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Listen, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at
Level 2 guard mode.
and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Well, all right.
Brett, I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
I do have a contact inside the Neo SFPD.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi, she's kinda new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence. It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
It's a bit creepy when you do that.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
That would be Detective Rivers touring.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
That's definitely what I recommend.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
Police station added to city map. We're getting a lot of locations. The new SF police station for the Richmond district. It has all the charm of, well, any old other police department. So we got dents. Let's look at the dents. This station has been seen better days. The wall feels fragile. Maybe someone punched or kicked these dents in. Look at the crime status screen. It's a map showing police activity in Neo San Francisco. The map has enough fingerprints as it is. The screen doesn't have a speech recognition module. You sync up the headphones and the police scanner begins to broadcast in your ears. Dispatch, we have a bunch of drunk and rowdy teens down by the railway at Dolores Park, requesting additional units. The screen bloops, but it doesn't really do anything. This old looking desk has a ton of paperwork on it. You technically already have a desk job. You can't get close enough to the computer, nor would you be granted access. Work is really piling up over there. Whose unfortunate job is it to organize all of that? Last one's the robot. Look at NSF PD-ROM. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. The chatter of the Neo SFPD police stream fills your ears. Is this even illegal? You don't need to show your ID to the police, Rom. It knows who you are via facial scan.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's your boy Soup.
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but She has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Golden Gate Park added to city map.
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
My friend's apartment is being cordoned off. Can you tell me why?
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there anything you can tell me that's newsworthy?
I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help?
No, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, my man. Golden Gate Park, here we come. So we got a tree.
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
You know a lot about plants, huh?
It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful treat. The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea, or used as flavoring in foods. Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species. It's one of the only topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory.
I thought you painted abstract art.
Oh, I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work, and he focused on landscapes. It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition.
Bob Ross, huh?
Yes, have you heard of him? During my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique, and I started to paint along. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal...
Your personal memory.
Yes. I don't actually store most information on my local memory. It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep. So most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed. It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net.
And eucalyptus trees make the cut?
Well, as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal memory. It may seem insignificant, but without the information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself. So, Eucalyptus globulus state.
You're cute.
Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise.
Thank you for the information, Tori.
Of course. Enough about the happy little trees. You'll have to excuse me. We'll have plenty of time to discuss things once we've...
Jesus, this game has a lot of dialogue.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in
A lot of
1914,
useless
this carousel is still
dialogue
one of
too.
the
Like, I don't care what this
outstanding
robot
attractions
has
near
to
the
say
children's
about this
playground.
awning or whatever, carousel, the trees. I just don't care.
I don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Set personality modifier to Killjoy, Captain. A great quiet voice reads information about the carousel's history. So we got Water Rom. Look at Water Rom. This is a public park Rom. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to the tourists. It also takes donations.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure, I'll take some water. The lady in the blue dress flaps like a bird every so often.
Okay, here you...
Water added to items.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
Raw recycling for a greener Earth Foundation.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright.
Items. Let's get to the items here. Water. Drink. Look at glass of water. The 2064 Golden Gate Park Holiday Souvenir Glass. Refillable at any Alfie refreshment bot. Currently holding some cool, refreshing water. Drink water. That hit the spot. You drank your water. See if we can get some more.
Hello, I'm Alfie.
Sure, I'll take some water.
Sure thing. Okay.
Glass refilled.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credit?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
You can't sync to this round with those.
Hello, I'm Alfie.
No, thank you.
Alright.
So now we get casually dressed fellow. Looks like he's taking a photo of his ROM. This isn't a ROM. This isn't a park ROM, it's mine. Hey, could you take a photo of me and my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. What did it say? I can't look away from my ROM for anything, it's too cute. Cute headphones, not as cute as my new ROM though. Your photo doesn't compare to my new ROM, it's an Apollo Mark 7 model. Sharply dressed woman.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Wouldn't hurt to try, I'll take you shopping sometime.
I'd really love... Maybe it would look
Oops.
better in orange. Or a green.
No, blue will match you.
Perhaps a mauve.
Having a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. I don't think headphones go well with my hat. Snack stand. A small snack stand in the middle of the park. The coffee there is actually really great. Why spend credits on great yet expensive coffee when there's a park ROM giving out free water? Good point. All you can hear is cha-ching. Another tree. Lovely nature sounds flood your senses. These headphones really are something else. Alright, let's go on. To the right, come on. There we go. So we got a Froyo stand. Oh, I remember that was in the news. The local Froyo stand going under. A broken beat up Froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. You can't get Froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. The Froyo stand wasn't activated by voice. You just got charged for a cup of Froyo. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed froyo stand.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
The pump controls the flow of water to the park ROM. It's currently on and pumping strong.
If you want water, I'm sure that public park ROM we saw on our way in can help.
NSFPD ROM, one of its finest, on assignment in the park. Lexi.
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing?
She's fine. What's with the froyo stand?
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no... I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything.
Whoa, she's crying blood.
If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred.
What's their problem with you?
Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick.
Why did you move anyway?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
I was hoping we could keep this off the books.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
Could you just radio the guard ROM to let us in?
No way, not gonna happen. If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
What happened, Lexi? You used to play by your own rules.
Don't you try to pull that guilt shit on me. I know you and I have gotten into a few scrapes in the past, but that vigilante stuff gets real old after a while. It's why I took this nice, stable job in the city. If I'd done it sooner, I'd still be with your sister.
You're going to put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot?
Damn it. You know that isn't what I'm... You don't even have proof there's dirty cops in on it, and I can't work off a hunch, not on an accusation that big. You think me feeding info to a journalist of all people isn't bad enough?
We'll have a better shot at this if we work it from both ends.
All right, fine.
Persuasion.
I'll get you into the damned department.
Convince Lexi to help you
Just
with
be
impressive
careful, okay?
speechcraft.
I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Thanks, Lexi. I'll be careful.
You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot at the place. Let me know what you find out. All right, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Who, me?
So that guy's been standing outside
I've
for a
gotta
couple
attend my
days now,
stand.
waiting for the police to help him at the Froyo stand. You read that article a couple days
It's not going
ago.
anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Later. I'll be in...
Sharon Art Studio. No time for art classes, there's a mystery to be solved. Robot? No. Okay, I guess let's head to the map. Because we can go back to the apartment now. Go to Hayden's door. We'll use
Halt,
it.
citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
I have permission from Detective Lexi Rivers to enter here.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Wow.
What?
They're framing it. It's a setup. It's a cover-up. Dun dun dun.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? What?
Jeez, those tags look like human revolution graffiti.
What does the human revolution want with hate? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Don't worry, Turing. We'll find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst. Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Data cache. We got torn up plant, pure graffiti, busted TV, tech scum graffiti, broken window, open map. So let's go with the busted TV. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. Someone took the time to methodically shed the poor plant. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up. I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
I think someone is framing the human revolution.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? Right. No!
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. What happened? Chapter 2. That's it. That's the end of Chapter 1. This was your boy Super playing 2064 Read-Only Memories. I really appreciate you watching, and it would help me out a lot if you could like, comment, and subscribe, which you earned the trophy Blackout. Completed Chapter 1. Stay tuned for the next video.